Eating well, no more microwave dinners and saturated fats.
Happy birthday to Trey. Happy birthday to Trey. Happy birthday, dear Trey. You blew out all your birthday candles. What's your wish? Trey, who's gonna beat cancer? Yay!
Trey obviously has the ability to touch people in a way that I don't think any of us can really grasp.
Say hi, camera! Happy birthday, Trey!
How could you go wrong with Trey Love, you know? I mean, girls are gonna adore him, and he's just, it's a name that you should see in lights. Trey had this black eye for 2 weeks, and at first it was like, wow, you know, this kid's so tough and never cries. He must have gotten whacked or hit himself in the head and never even cried, and he's got this big black eye.
I had this overwhelming bad feeling that Trey had cancer. I leaned over to Mike and I said, he's got, you know, what if it's cancer? And Mike looked at me like I was nuts and said, go to bed.
She was taking Trey in and she was very nervous, and I was just like, everything's gonna be fine. They're just gonna tell you it's a black eye and everything will be great. So she went, and
we sat down, and Trey was usually the kid that would just lay down and lay there and let the doctor feel around, and the doctor went for his stomach and he just started screaming and moving around. She looked at me and she got that look in her eye, and I knew something was wrong, and she said to me, his kidney may be inflamed, it might be his spleen, but I definitely feel a mass. She walked out of the room and everything just kind of went black, and I just sat there. Oh, buddy, I'm sorry. How about you take a little sip of your water, make you feel a little better?
No.
You want some mac and cheese?
I mean, it was like every day was, he has a tumor, well maybe it's benign. Okay, no, it's not benign, but...
Trey's cancer is called neuroblastoma. It's the type of cancer that Alex from Alex Lemonade Stand had.
Maybe it hasn't spread. Maybe like the eye is just a side effect of some type of something. Well, no, that's not true either, because there's definitely a tumor behind his eye.
He has neuroblastoma stage 4, which is the most aggressive form of neuroblastoma.
Okay, well maybe it's just not in his bone marrow. Well, it was in his bone marrow. Not only was it in there, but it was really in there. Matter of fact, they didn't even count the percentage of how much was in his bone marrow because it was like that much. It sounded like they were setting us up to tell us that there was nothing they could do, or that maybe we could just control it.
I was expecting them to tell me that my child had a week to live.
They explained to us their normal treatment plan for neuroblastoma and that it would yield a 33% cure rate. And honestly, when they said that, we all looked at each other and said, oh, okay, you know, we can live with those odds because at least we have a chance. And we just felt like it was an answer to our prayers from God that there was this option.
No, I'm gonna be okay. I love you. Say, I love you, Mommy. His plan included 6 rounds of chemotherapy, and then after surgery was 2 stem cell transplants, and then we'll be going to radiation after that.
Okay, you know, this is going to get really, really tough, and we need to pull together here and make it happen. Because most of the time we just feel so helpless, because when he's sick, we really can't do anything to help him.
Some days I just cry by myself because you just, I really, it's an indescribable feeling. I mean, in an effort to save his life, we're, you know, killing him. And that's what chemo does.
Most of the time, You know, we're jamming tubes in him and making him uncomfortable and trying our best to be great parents, but at the same time, we're doing the job, the doctors and nurses, and it's amazing that he still even talks to us, because every day when he's going through this, it's just so hard to watch. And
my child comes first. All that's important to me is him. It's not about living to work, it's about working to live anymore. After this, we just want to live.
He is so tough and so brave, and even at his worst moments, we can still get him to crack half a smile, and it's for us. I mean, we live off of that. When he smiles and laughs, and even when he's at his very most sick, he still can make a funny face for us, or a smile, or a laugh, and it really just it makes your day.
Trey, won't you play that drum? Trey, won't you play? Trey, won't you play?
At first, I tried to go back to work a little bit and do what I could, because I knew I needed to, and we needed the money. But I realized very quickly that I couldn't concentrate on work, that my thoughts were here with Trey.
We don't know where the next year is going to take us. We don't know how much longer Trey will be with us.
If Trey's only to be on this earth for a short time, then...
And we want to spend every single second that we can with him.
My little nephew, he's amazing. Love the little guy very much.
So painful to watch him being so happy today, knowing that he has to go through this tomorrow.
Manages to have a smile on his face every time you see him, and
to love him. We'll be praying for you and keep that hope, faith, and love.
Who's gonna be Panther?
Go kisses. Go kisses. Mwah.
When all this started happening and we started receiving help from people, for the first time in my life, I've not felt guilty from taking help or asking for help.
I hope that people can understand that in these situations, we do need help, and that the help that we've gotten from people is so appreciated, and we are so grateful.
Trey, how old are you right now? How old?
Look up at the camera and tell me.
How old? 2.
I vow that in the future, we'll be the ones helping, and that's what it's all about.
All right, say bye-bye. Look at mommy and wave bye-bye.